Okay, so we ended up at stage 3, paragraph page 149.
Mm-hmm.
149, and our last headword was America. Full stage revision. Oh, full stage revision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yep.
let's pick up from where we ended. Okay, let me scroll down. America. Oh, here we go. So let's start. Here we go.
Okay.
Tell me the names of the four seasons of the year. Tell me the names of the four seasons of the year, please. The names of the
The
four
names of
seasons
four
of the
seasons
year
are
are spring,
are
summer,
spring,
autumn, and winter.
autumn, and winter.
Very good. What season are we in now? What season are we in now? We're in
In summer
summer
now.
now. Very good. What was last season? What was last season? Last season was
Last
spring.
season was spring.
Very good. What will next season be? What will next season be? Next season
The next
will be
season will be autumn.
autumn. Very good. Which day precedes Wednesday? Which day precedes Wednesday? Tuesday precedes
Tuesday
Wednesday.
precedes Wednesday.
Does Thursday precedes Wednesday? Does Thursday precede Wednesday? No.
No,
Thursday
that
doesn't
doesn't
precede
precede
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It follows it.
It follows it.
Which number follows the number 13? Which number follows the number 13? 14 follows the
14
number
follows
13.
number 13.
Where do the student precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson? Do the students precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson? No. The
No,
students don't
students don't
precede the
precede
teacher
teacher
out of the
after
classroom
the lesson.
after the lesson.
After, after the lesson.
One more. No, the students
No,
don't precede
students
the teacher
don't precede
out of
the
the
teacher
classroom
out of the
after the
classroom
lesson.
after the
They
lesson.
follow him.
They follow him.
Right? Does the teacher precede the students into the classroom before the lesson? Does the teacher precede the students into the classroom before the lesson? No, the
Yeah,
teacher, yeah,
no,
yeah, the
teacher
teacher doesn't precede the
doesn't
student
precede students
into the classroom
into the
before the
classroom
lesson.
before that.
She follows them.
She follows them.
Very good. When do you have your breakfast? When do you have your breakfast? I have my breakfast at.
I had my breakfast at 8 o'clock.
Very good. When does the lesson begin? When does the lesson begin? The lesson begins at.
And begins at 8:30.
Very good. When do you get up in the morning? When do you get up in the morning? I get up at
I get up at 5 o'clock in
in the
the
morning.
morning.
Very good. Okay. Next. What other words can we use instead of whereas? What other words can we use instead of whereas? We can use while
We
and
can use
whiles
while
instead
and
of
while
whereas.
while
Whereas.
whereas.
Very good. Which word do we use the most when we speak? Which word do we use the most when we speak? We generally use
We
whereas
generate
the most
whereas the
when
most
we speak.
when we speak.
Wait, is that an old building you're in at the moment? Is that an old building you're in at the moment? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
the
this
building,
is this is an old building I'm in
all
at the
the
moment.
building I'm in at the moment.
Very good. Are your shoes new? Are your shoes new? Yes or no?
No, my
My
shoes aren't new.
they're old.
They are old.
Very good. Is your shirt older than your shoes? Is your shirt older than your shoes? No, my shirt
No, my
isn't
shirt
older than
isn't
my shoes.
older than my
It's
shoes.
newer than my shoes.
It's newer than my shoes.
Very good. What's the newest thing you're wearing? What's the newest thing you're wearing? My
My newest thing
uh, my
I'm
what
wearing.
is my
Ah,
okay, start with the
my
thing.
socks. My
My what?
socks are
My
the newest
thing I'm wearing.
thing I'm
Very good.
wearing.
One more. My socks are the
My
newest
socks
things
are
I'm
the
wearing.
newest thing I'm wearing.
Very good. What's the difference between new and young? What's the difference between new and young? The difference between new and
New
young is that we
is that
use new for
we
things,
use for things.
whereas we use young
We
for
use
people.
for people.
But is Miss Brown an old woman? Is Miss Brown an old woman? No. Miss
No,
Brown
Miss
isn't an
Brown
old
is
woman.
a woman.
She's a young girl.
She's a young girl.
Very good. Are you older than your mother? Are you older than your mother? No. I'm not
No,
older than my
older
mother.
than
I'm younger than my mother.
young mother.
Who's the youngest in your family? Who's the youngest in your family? I'm the youngest. In my
In my
family.
family.
Very good. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your hand on the
Your
table.
hand.
What am I doing? What am I doing? You're taking your hand off the table.
Hands to off the table.
Very good. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your hat
You are
on.
putting a hat on
What am I
your
doing?
head.
What am I doing? You're taking your
You are
hat
taking your
off
hat
your head.
from off your hand.
Very good. What do we put on when we go out in winter? What do we put on when we go out in winter? We put our
We put
hats and coats
uh,
on
we
when we
put
go
on
out.
our
We put our
sorry.
hats
We put our
and
hat
coats
and
on
on.
when we go out in
We go
winter.
out in winter.
Very good. What do we take off when we come into a building? What do we take off when we come into a building? We take our
We take
hats and
our
coats
hat
off
and coat
when we
when
come
we
into a
come
building.
into a building.
Very good. What are the two most important holidays of the year in Europe? What are the two most important holidays of the year in Europe? The two most
The two most
important
important
holidays of the
holidays
year in
in
Europe are Christmas
Europe
and
are
Easter.
Christmas and Easter.
When's Christmas? When's Christmas? Christmas is on the
Christmas
25th
is
of
on the
December.
25th of December.
When's Easter? When's Easter? Easter's in spring.
Easter is spring
Either in
or
March,
either
either
in
in
March,
March or in April.
either in March or April.
Very good. One more. Easter's in spring.
Easter is
Either
in
in March or
or
in
in
April.
March or in April.
Very good. Okay. Is this box empty? Is this box empty? No. That
No,
box isn't
a box
empty.
is
It's
empty.
full.
It's full.
Are your pockets full of money? Are your pockets full of money? Yes or yes? Yes.
Yes,
My pockets are
my
full of
pocket.
money. Very good. Is your stomach empty after a large meal? Is your stomach empty after a large meal? No. My
No,
stomach
my
isn't
stomach
empty
isn't
after a
empty
large meal.
after a large meal.
It's full.
It's full.
Very good. Are the streets full of people during the night? Are the streets full of people during the night? No, the
No,
streets
we
aren't full
are
of people
full of people
during the
during
night. They're empty during the night.
there during the night.
Very good. Can we see the sun in the sky during the night? Can we see the sun in the sky during the night? No, we
No,
can't
we
see the
can't
sun
see the
in the
sun during
sky
the
during
night.
the night,
In the sky during the
but
night.
we can see the moon and the
But
stars.
we can see the moon and the stars.
Very good. What colors the moon? What colors the moon? The moon's the
The,
color
the
of
moon
silver.
are of silver.
Very good. Can we count the stars? Can we count the stars? No, we
No,
can't
we
count
can't
the
count
stars.
stars.
Very good. Of these three subjects, mathematics, history, and geography, which do you like the most? Of these three subjects, mathematics, history, and geography, which do you like the most? Of those three subjects,
Of those three subjects,
mathematics, history, and
mathematics
geography,
and
I
geography,
like
I like math the most.
mathematics the most.
Mathematics the most.
Very good. Oh, I hate those three. Okay. about about how many subjects must children generally study at school? About how many subjects must children generally study at school? Children must generally
Children most
study
generally study
about 8 subjects at
about
school.
8 subjects at school.
Do you like the subject of mathematics? Do you like the subject of mathematics? Yes, I like the
Yes, I
subject
like
of
the subjects
mathematics.
of mathematics.
Very good. What do we do when we get up in the morning? What do we do when we get up in the morning? We wash and dress
We wash
when we get
and
up
dress
in the
when we
morning.
get up morning.
Very good. Do you dress before washing? Do you dress before washing? No, I
No,
don't
I
dress
don't
before washing.
wash it.
I wash before
I
dressing.
wash before dressing.
Very good. What do we wash our hands with? What do we wash our hands with? We wash our
We
hands
wash
with
our
soap
hands
and
with
water.
and water.
What do we wash our hair with? What do we wash our hair with? We wash our
We
hair
wash
with shampoo
with
and water.
shampoo
And
and
water.
water.
Very good. Okay. Is it hot in Finland? Is it hot in Finland? No, it
No,
isn't
it
hot
isn't
in
hot
Finland.
in Finland.
It's cold.
It's cold.
Is it warm in autumn? Is it warm in autumn? No, it isn't
Oh, it
warm in
isn't
autumn.
warm in autumn.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Is it hotter in winter than in summer? Is it hotter in winter than in summer? No, it
No,
isn't
it isn't
hotter in
hotter
winter
in
than in
winter
summer.
than
It's
in
colder
summer.
in winter than
Colder
in
in winter
summer.
than in summer.
Very good. Which is one of the hottest countries in the world? Which is one of the hottest countries in the world? India is one
India
of the
is
hottest
one
countries
of the hottest
in the world.
countries in the world.
Which is one of the coldest countries in the world? Which is one of the coldest countries in the world? Finland is one
Finland
of the
is one
coldest
of
countries
the
in the
coldest
world.
in the world.
Very good. Is it as hot in Scandinavia as in Spain? Is it as hot in Scandinavia as in Spain? No, it isn't
No,
as
it
hot
is
in
hot as
Scandinavia
hot
as in Spain.
in Spain.
It's colder in
It's
Scandinavia
colder
than in Spain.
Scandinavia than in Spain.
Very good. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're tasting your finger.
You're tasting your finger.
Do you like the taste of tea without sugar? Do you like the taste of tea without sugar? Yes or no?
Yes, I like the taste of the tea
W-
without sugar.
Very good. What do we taste with? What do we taste with? We taste with
We
our
taste
tongues.
with our tongue.
Very good. What's the difference between as many as and as much as? What's the difference between as many
The,
as and as much as? The difference
the
between
difference
as
between
many
as
as
many
and as much
and as
as
much
is that we
is that
use as many as
we use as
for
many as
things we
for
can count
things we can count
and as much as
and as
for
much
things
as
we can't
for
count.
things we can't count.
Very good. Have I got as many fingers on my left hand as on my right? Have I got as many fingers on my left hand as on my right? Yes, you've got
Yes,
as
you
many
got
fingers on your
as
left
many
hand
fingers on your left hand,
as on your right.
on your right.
Very good. Do you eat as much food for dinner as you do for lunch? Do you eat as much food for dinner as you do for lunch? Yes or no?
No, I don't eat
As
as
much
much
food for dinner
food for dinner
as I do for
as
lunch.
I do for
I
lunch.
eat less food for
I
dinner
eat less food for dinner
than I do for lunch.
do for lunch.
Very good. Have we got as many feet as fingers? Have we got as many feet as fingers? No, we
No,
haven't got
we
as
have
many
got
feet as
as many
fingers.
feet as
We've got
fingers.
fewer feet
We've got
than
fewer feet
fingers.
fingers.
Do you drink as much fruit juice as water? Do you drink as much fruit juice as water? No, I don't
No,
drink
I
as
don't
much fruit
drink as
juice
much
as
fruit juice,
water. I
water.
drink less fruit
I
juice
drink fruit juice
than water.
than water.
Do you think you read as many books as your mother? Do you think you read as many books as your mother? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
think I
read
read
as
as many
I
books.
think I read
Mama?
as many as
Yes, I think I
yes,
read
I think I read
as many
as
books as
many
my
books
mother.
as mother.
Very good. Okay, next. Do you send cards to your friends at Christmas time? Do you send cards to your friends at Christmas time? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't send
send cards to
Christmas
my friends
send to my
at
friends
Christmas
at
time.
Christmas time.
Very good. Do you send postcards to your friends and family when you go on holiday? Do you send postcards to your friends and family when you go on holiday? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't send
send
postcards
postcards to
to my
my friends and
family
family
friends and family.
when I go on holiday. Yeah, we just send a message, right? Okay, next. When you go on holiday, do you take photos with a camera or with your phone? When you go on holiday, do you take photos with a camera or with your phone? When I go on holiday,
When I go
I
on
take
holiday,
photos with
photos with my mobile phone.
mobile phone. Very good. What's the opposite of send? What's the opposite of send? The opposite of
The
send
opposite
is
of
receive.
send is receive.
Very good. Do you receive more letters than emails? Do you receive more letters than emails? No, I don't
No, I
receive
don't
more
receive more
letters than
letters
emails.
than
I
emails.
receive fewer
I
letters
receive
than
fewer
emails.
letters than emails.
Can you email people from your mobile phone? Can you email people from your mobile phone? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I can
email
send
people.
emails to people.
One more. Yes, I can email
Yes,
people
I can email
from my
people
mobile phone.
on my mobile phone.
But if you send, yes, I can send email from my mobile phone. No more people. Okay, next.
Oh yeah, right.
Do you reply to all the emails you receive? Do you reply to all the emails you receive? No, I don't
No,
reply
I
to
don't
all the
reply
emails
to
I
all the
receive.
emails. I
I only
receive.
reply to
I
some of
only
them.
some of them.
Do you generally contact your friends by texting them or by phoning them? Do you generally contact your friends by texting them or by phoning them? I generally contact
I
my
generally
friends
call
by
my friend by texting,
texting them. Very good.
texting them.
If you want to send somebody a quick message, do you write a text or an email, which is quicker? If you want to send somebody a quick message, do you write a text or an email? If I want to send
If I
somebody
want to
a
send
quick
somebody a
message,
quick
I write
message,
a
I write a text.
text. Very good. Okay. What's the difference between a house and a flat? What's the difference between a house and a flat? The difference between a
Difference
house
between
and a
house
flat
and
is
flat.
that a house is a
House
building,
is a building,
whereas a flat
whereas
is
flat
part of a
uh,
building.
is a part of building.
Very good. What do we call a building which is divided into many flats? What do we call a building which is divided into many flats? We call a building
We call
which
the
is
building
divided
which
into
is
many
divided
flats.
into many
A block
flats.
of flats.
A block of
Very
flats.
good. Do you live in a house? Do you live in a house? Yes or no? No.
No, I
No.
don't
I
live in
don't
a flat.
I don't live
No, I
in a
don't
house.
live in a house.
I live in a flat.
I live in a flat.
Yeah, but now you're in a house, right? Very good.
Correct.
Very good. Okay, so the most people in your country live in houses or flats? The most people in your country live in houses or flats? Most people in my
Most
country
people
live
in my
in
country live in a house.
live in houses. Very
Houses.
good. How many floors are there in your building? How many floors are there in your building? There are
There are 5 floors
in
in
my
my building.
building. Very good. Is Japan near England? Is Japan near England? No,
No,
Japan isn't
Japan
near
isn't
England.
near
It's
England.
far from England.
It's far from England.
Is France further from England than China? Is France further from England than China? No, France
No,
isn't
France
further from
isn't
England
farther
than
from
China.
England than
It's
China.
nearer England than China.
It's nearer England than China.
Very good. Of these three countries, France, Greece, and Japan, which is the nearest to England? Of these three countries, France, Greece, and Japan, which is the nearest to England? Of those three
Of those
countries,
3 countries,
France,
France
Greece, and Japan, France is the nearest to
is
England.
nearest to England.
And which of those three countries is the furthest from England? And which of those three countries is the furthest from England? Of those three
Of those
countries,
3 countries,
Japan is the
Japan
furthest
is
from
the
England.
farthest from England.
Very good. Okay. What do I say to you at the beginning of the lesson? What do I say to you at the beginning of the lesson? You say good morning to
I
me
say good morning
at the
to
beginning.
you.
Oh, Homer?
Beginning,
Oh, but the question is
I
I.
say,
What do I say to you at the beginning of the lesson? You say good morning
oh,
to
you say
me
good morning to me
at the
at
beginning
the
of the lesson.
beginning of the lesson.
Very good. What do I say to you at the end of the lesson? What do I say to you at the end of the lesson? You say goodbye to
You
me
say
at
goodbye to
the end
me
of
at
the lesson.
the end of the lesson.
Very good. Does January come at the end of the year? Does January come at the end of the year? No.
No,
January
January
doesn't come
doesn't
at the
come
end
at
of the year.
the
It
end.
comes at the
It
beginning
comes
of the
at
year.
the beginning of the year.
Does Saturday come at the beginning of the week? Does Saturday come at the beginning of the week? No.
No,
Saturday doesn't
Saturday
come
doesn't
at
come
the
at
beginning
the
of the
beginning
week.
of the week.
It comes at the
It
end of
comes
the week.
at the end of the week.
Very good. Is the sun shining at the moment? Is the sun shining at the moment? Yes or no?
Yes,
The
the
sun
sun does.
is the sun
Ah,
is
the
shining
sun
at the moment.
shines. The
At
sun
the
is
moment.
shining at the moment.
Very good. Does the sun shine during the night? Does the sun shine during the night? No, the sun
No,
doesn't
the
shine
sun doesn't
during the
shine
night.
in night.
Very good. Can we see well during the night if the moon isn't shining? Can we see well during the night if the moon isn't shining? No, we can't
No,
see
we
well during the night
can't see well during the night
if the moon isn't shining.
if the moon
We see
isn't.
badly. Isn't
If the
shining.
moon isn't shining
We see badly.
brightly.
Very good. Okay, do you go to bed early? Do you go to bed early? Yes or no?
No, I don't go to bed early.
I go to bed late.
I go to bed late.
Very good. Do you get up early? Do you get up early? Yes or no?
Yes, I get up early.
Very good. Okay. Do the students generally come into the classroom later than the teacher? Do the students generally come into the classroom later than the teacher? No, the students
No,
don't generally come
students
into the
generally come
classroom later
into
than
the
the
classroom
teacher.
later than the
They
teacher.
generally come into the
They
classroom
generally come into the classroom
earlier than he does.
earlier, earlier than he does.
Very good. Who gets up the earliest in your family? Who gets up the earliest in your family? My
My mother
gets
gets
up
up
the earliest in my family.
early in my family.
Who gets up the latest in your family? Who gets up the latest in your family? My
Father
gets
gets
up
up
the latest
the latest
in
in
my
my family.
family. Very good. Is it light during the night? Is it light during the night? No, it
No,
isn't
it
light
isn't
during the
light
night.
during the
It's
night.
dark during the night.
It's dark during the night.
Is it dark in here now? Is it dark in here now? No, it
No,
isn't
it
dark in
isn't
here
dark.
now. It's light.
It's light.
Can you see in the dark? Can you see in the dark? No, I can't
No,
see
I
in the
can't
dark.
see in the dark.
Very good. Do you live near a station? Do you live near a station? Yes or no?
Yes, I live near the station.
Is the station far from there? Is the station far from there? Yes or no? No, the
Yes,
station.
no,
No, let's talk
no, the
about
station
your
isn't
place in Tokyo. Okay. No, the station
Tokyo.
isn't far from
The
here.
station, the
Isn't
station
isn't
isn't
far from here.
far from here.
It's near here.
It's near here.
Yeah, but if you're there, it's far, right? Okay.
Yes,
Next, what's a millionaire? What's a millionaire? A millionaire is a
a
person
millionaire
who
is
has
the
a
person
million
with
pounds or more.
a million for more
Very
or
good.
more.
Have you got as much money as a millionaire? Have you got as much money as a millionaire? Yes,
No,
I no, I
yes,
haven't got. One more. No, I haven't got as much
no, I
money
haven't
as
got
a
as much
millionaire
money
yet.
as a millionaire yet.
I've got less money than a
I've got less
millionaire.
money
The moment.
than a millionaire at the moment.
Very good. Is Mount Everest very high? Is Mount Everest very high? Yes, Mount
Yes,
Everest
Mount
very
Everest
high.
is very high.
Are there very few people in China? Are there very few people in China? No, there aren't
No,
very
there
few people
aren't
in China.
very few people in China.
There are very
There are
many people in
very
China.
many people in China.
Is it very cold in Africa? Is it very cold in Africa? No, it
No,
isn't
it
very cold
isn't
in
very cold
Africa.
in
It's very hot in
It's
Africa.
very hot in Africa.
Is Japan very near England? Is Japan very near England? No, Japan isn't
Japan
very
isn't
near
very
England.
near
It's
England.
very far from England.
Far, it's very far from England.
Do you get up very early? Do you get up very early? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't get
get
up
up
very
very early.
early.
Do you speak English very well? Do you speak English very well? No, I don't
No,
speak
I
English
speak
very well,
English
but I
well,
speak it well enough.
but I speak it well enough.
Very good. What message do we generally write inside a Christmas card? What message do we generally write inside a Christmas card? The message we
A
generally
message
write
we generally
inside a
write
Christmas card
inside a
is
Christmas
a Merry
card.
Christmas and a
Merry
Happy
Christmas
New Year.
and a Happy New Year.
Very good. What does the word merry mean in Japanese? What does the word merry mean in Japanese? The word
The
merry
word
means
of Ma- the word of Mary
merry
means
means kanoshi.
she
Which one? In Japanese.
in Japanese.
Are people generally merry if they drink a lot of wine? Are people generally merry if they drink a lot of wine? Yes. People
Yes,
are generally
people
merry
are
if they drink
merry
a lot of
if
wine.
they drink a lot of wine.
What does the word happy mean in Japanese? What does the word happy mean in Japanese? The word happy
The
means
word of happy
yawase
means
in Japanese.
幸せ in Japanese.
Very good. Do you feel sad when you go on holiday? Do you feel sad when you go on holiday? But we stop there for today. Okay, but
Yeah.